Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about college research part 2. In this video, I'm going to be explaining a little bit more about how you can finalize the kinds of colleges you want and a little bit more into the terms and terminology and like little nifty tricks you guys should know. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is this site called Niche. You can find a lot of different colleges here and look at the criterias that you want, such as like is good for such and such major, or you want a 4-year college or a 2-year college, or you want all women college or all men college. You can kind of choose what kind of colleges you want, and you can kind of filter what kind of colleges there are. And one of the best things about the site is that you can log into it, enter all your statistics and everything, and see how your statistics gives you the chance of getting into a certain college. So you can say like, I completed these many classes, I have a XY GPA, and I got so and so AP scores. You can put those kind of details into the app and you can get the probability of you getting into the certain college that you want. You can also take college quizzes in this thing, and one of the most amazing things you can find in Niche is that they also offer scholarships in their site, so you can search for scholarships there. If you notice the drop-down site, you can search for a lot of things. There's college search, there's college ranking, college quiz, and obviously there's scholarships. They even have some information about student loans and admission calculator, which was the one I was telling you guys about. And they also have little PDFs that show you some advices for college, what to do when you get into the college, or just little tips to help you to get into the college process too. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the application portal. So this part is going to be a little bit more on the informative side, and you'll probably have to search for it. So when you're applying to a college, you'll usually have to apply through some sort of portal. The one I usually did was through a Common App. If your particular college or university doesn't use Common App, you can go to their site, at like their website and everything, and go through their portal and apply through that, or you can see if there are any other portals that they offer through. I know that a lot of colleges in California usually have a separate portal for colleges in California, so you guys probably would want to check that out. One of the biggest things you guys should keep in mind when you guys are picking your colleges is when you're choosing your colleges, make sure to only pick a minimum of 5 to a maximum of 15 to the colleges you're applying to, so you don't overload yourself. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the different kind of deadline types. There are 3 different kinds of deadlines. The first is regular decision. So this one is basically a normal deadline. There isn't anything particularly different about it compared to the other kinds of deadlines. The second type of deadline is called early action. So this deadline is usually a little bit earlier compared to the regular decision. When you're picking early action, it shows a little bit more commitment to the college or university you're applying to. It shows that you really do want to get in. And one of the perks for applying a little early is that there's a little bit more time, I guess, for the admission process to take time to look through yours. Also, when you're going in early, it just, again, shows a lot of commitment to the college. The third type of deadline is called early decision. So this deadline is usually the same as early action, or most of the time it's usually earlier than regular decision and early action. So in early decision, it's usually binding, and it shows very much commitment to the college or university. Usually because early decision is a lot earlier, again, you have more chances of getting into the college or the university you're applying to. And one of the drawbacks for choosing early decision, though, is that because it's binding, you can only choose one college to go into the early decision for. So when I say early decision is binding, it means that if you choose early decision for a college, you're legally bound to go to that college. So when you're applying for a binding, which in this case, if you're going to apply for the early decision, please make sure that that is the college or university that you want to go to and that you're absolutely sure about it. One of the things that a lot of people overlook when it comes to early decision is the fees. A lot of people aren't or don't really consider the amount of fees since their student loans and everything and their scholarships, but make sure to know that you can pay the fees if you have to, since you don't know if you'll get the scholarships or not. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is spreadsheets. So after you kind of decided all your colleges, make a spreadsheet. And remember in the previous video, I told you guys to have a Reach Plus, a Reach, a Likely, and a definite category of colleges. Make sure to have at least like 3 or 2 of each. So write down the category, your college, your ACT score, the acceptance rate, the deadline type, the deadline date, what kind of portal you're going through. See if they accept super scores or not if you're taking ACT. See if they require any additional materials that you need to submit to them. And a lot of higher up colleges and universities do ask for recommendation letters, so make sure to see if they do ask for recommendation letters and how many you need, and make sure to ask the teachers ahead of time. And one of the main things is make sure to see how many essays they require and what are the word limits for it. I know that if you're choosing to apply for a lot of colleges, make sure to kind of schedule the deadline and the number of essays around so you're not swamped too much all the time. That's the end of the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.